so we've got a whole stack of articles here,
Oh, wow.
and they're all about one very specific dog breed,
Oh.
the Chestnut Brindle Cane Corso.
Very cool.
Now, looks like you've been doing some reading on these guys?
I have, yeah.
Maybe thinking about adding one to your family?
Maybe, yeah.
Well, we are going to unpack everything that makes this particular variation so unique.
Awesome.
Their temperament, their care needs,
Yeah.
and those looks, I mean, wow, they're striking, aren't they?
Oh, the Cane Corso. Absolutely.
Especially the Chestnut Brindles.
Especially the Chestnut Brindles. Yeah. They really are a fascinating blend of power and loyalty.
Yeah.
You know, imagine a dog that's both a guardian
Right.
and a devoted companion.
Yeah.
That's the magic we're about to uncover.
I love that.
Yeah.
A guardian and a friend.
Yeah.
And yeah, speaking of captivating, those brindle markings are something else.
Right.
You know, they really do give this breed a regal presence, don't they?
It's visually stunning, that chestnut brindle pattern. It's a mix of rich brown and black stripes across their coat.
Okay.
It's a short, double-layered coat.
Mm.
They're like a living, breathing work of art,
Yeah.
but one that needs regular brushing.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, to keep that coat healthy and gleaming.
I'll make a note of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've touched on looks, but what about their personality? You mentioned loyalty.
Yeah.
But what else makes this breed tick?
Well, they're incredibly intelligent,
Okay.
and they can be trained to a very high level.
And given their size, that's a huge plus.
Huge plus, absolutely.
Yeah.
However, they also have a unique personality trait.
Okay.
You might call it aloofness.
All right.
They have a certain sense of self-importance,
Okay.
even a bit of a stubborn streak,
Hmm.
especially without early and consistent socialization.
Okay, so it's not just sunshine and tail wags.
No.
Sounds like they need an owner who can provide structure and guidance.
Absolutely.
What tips do you have for someone, who maybe is a little intimidated by that independent side?
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
It's not all just cuddles and fetching
Sure.
while they are capable of deep affection.
Okay.
They're not a breed for everyone.
Right.
You know, Cane Corsos were originally bred as protectors,
Yeah.
so they have this innate desire to be in charge.
Mm-hmm.
You need to gently but consistently show them you are the leader,
Right.
using positive reinforcement and setting clear boundaries
Okay.
right from the start. That's key.
So it's all about tapping into those natural instincts and
Yeah.
channeling them in a positive direction.
Exactly.
Sounds like plenty of mental stimulation and consistent training is a must-have
Absolute.
with this breed.
Yes.
Speaking of which, how much exercise are we talking about here?
Oh, a lot.
They clearly have a lot of energy.
They are incredibly athletic.
Yeah.
We're talking at least 2 miles of running or brisk walking each day.
Wow.
At least.
Okay.
And because of their intelligence, you can't neglect the mental stimulation.
Right.
Think agility training,
Yep.
puzzle toys, interactive games. They need it all to stay happy and out of trouble.
2 miles a day, that's dedication.
Yeah,
But I can already see why someone would be drawn to this breed,
yeah.
Powerful presence,
Mm,
loyalty,
yeah.
intelligence.
For sure.
What about their health?
Sure.
Are there any particular issues someone should be aware of?
Like many larger breeds, the Chestnut Brindle Cane Corso can be prone to certain health concerns.
Okay, such as?
Hip dysplasia, bloat,
Mhm.
and eyelid abnormalities.
Okay, so those are definitely points to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Are there any preventative measures you would recommend?
Absolutely.
I know our listener likes to be prepared.
Finding a responsible breeder who prioritizes health testing.
Right.
That's paramount.
okay.
But responsible ownership goes beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Regular vet checkups are a must.
Of course.
And promoting a healthy lifestyle is vital.
Okay.
You know, think balanced diet,
Yeah.
appropriate exercise,
Yeah.
and even mental stimulation to reduce stress.
Mhm.
It all plays a role in their overall health and well-being.
That makes a lot of sense. It's all connected.
Yeah.
So we've covered a lot of ground already. Striking looks, strong personality,
Right.
the need for physical and mental exercise,
Yeah.
potential health concerns.
For sure.
Anything else we should touch on?
Yes. One final thought.
Okay.
These dogs are undeniably impressive.
Right.
And their guarding instincts are strong.
Yeah.
You can't ignore that they're going to attract attention wherever they go.
Sure.
So as a potential owner,
Right.
you need to think about how their size and presence might impact your interactions in public.
That's an insightful point.
Yeah.
It's not just about the dog's well-being,
Exactly.
but also about being a responsible owner in your community.
Absolutely.
Right, so we've covered a lot in this first part of our deep dive into the Chestnut Brindle Cane Corso,
Yeah.
but we're just getting started.
Yeah, we're just getting started.
We've only just scratched the surface.
Exactly.
There's so much more to discover about this breed.
Absolutely.
And based on what you've shared with us, it's clear you're looking for a deep understanding,
I am.
which is fantastic because that's what we aim to deliver.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
We've only just scratched the surface. There's so much more to discover about this breed, and based on what you've shared with us, it's clear you're looking for a deep understanding, which is fantastic because that's what we aim to deliver.
Absolutely. Our listener is the kind of person who wants to be fully informed, armed with all the right knowledge before welcoming a dog into their life.
Right.
And speaking of information, something that often comes up with Cane Corsos is their reputation.
Yeah.
You know, they're often called guard dogs, and let's be honest, they do have that imposing look. So how much of that reputation is true and
Right.
how much is just perception?
That's an excellent question, and it's important to separate fact from fiction. Yes, Cane Corsos were originally bred in Italy for protection and guarding. They have a natural instinct to watch over their family and territory, and their size and bark alone can be quite intimidating. But here's the key. A well-bred and well-socialized Cane Corso is not inherently aggressive.
Okay.
They're actually known for being quite discerning.
Okay.
They can tell the difference between a genuine threat and, say, the mail carrier.
So they're not going to bark at every leaf that blows by.
Right.
That's reassuring. But how do you ensure they develop that discernment? Is it just training or is there more to it?
Training is critical,
Yeah.
but it actually starts even earlier. It goes back to responsible breeding practices.
Okay.
A good breeder carefully selects dogs with stable temperaments,
Right.
ensuring those positive traits are passed down to their puppies.
Okay.
And then early socialization is essential. Exposing your Cane Corso puppy to various places and experiences, in a positive and controlled environment, of course.
Right. Of course.
Helps them build confidence and learn to distinguish friend from foe.
So it's a combination of nature and nurture. You need the right genetics as a foundation, but then you have to build on that with the right experiences.
Exactly.
Now let's get practical. I know our listener likes the details.
Sure.
What everyday challenges might come with a breed like this? We've talked about exercise, but what else is there?
You're right. The details are important. One detail people are often surprised by is their strength.
Okay.
Remember, these dogs were originally bred to work to hold down large animals.
Right.
Even if your Cane Corso is the sweetest cuddle bug at home, they're incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
This means you need to be prepared for things like leash pulling, especially when they're young and full of energy. You've got to have a firm grip and be confident in your handling.
Okay, so no retractable leashes for these pups.
Right.
Got it.
All right.
What about shedding? We talked about their short coats, but how much do they shed? And how much drool are we talking about? Our listener wants a complete picture, even the not so glamorous parts.
Great questions. They do shed, but it's manageable with regular brushing.
Oh.
A solid grooming routine will keep the loose hairs under control. As for the drool, well, let's say they're not known for their tidiness.
Right.
Especially after a drink of water or a good meal, you might want to have a drool rag handy.
I guess you could say that comes with the territory of having such a powerful presence, but hey, a little drool is a small price to pay for a loyal and loving companion, right?
Absolutely. Every breed has its quirks. It's part of what makes them unique and lovable. Speaking of lovable, I think it's time we discuss the incredible bond that forms between a Cane Corso and their owner.
I was just thinking the same thing. There's something special about the connection these dogs can create.
Yeah.
They're incredibly devoted to their families.
It's more than just devotion. It's a deep sense of loyalty and protectiveness woven into their DNA.
Wow.
They're incredibly tuned in to their owner's emotions and thrive on being included in family activities.
Okay.
They aren't the type of dog you can leave in the backyard all day.
Right.
They crave interaction and connection.
They really do sound like family members, not just pets. That level of connection must be incredibly rewarding, but it also comes with a certain responsibility, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You need to be ready to meet their emotional needs as well as their physical ones.
Owning a Cane Corso is a commitment,
Yeah.
a lifestyle choice, really. It's about building a partnership built on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. And when you get that right, the rewards are immeasurable.
That's a beautiful way to put it. I think our listener is starting to understand why these dogs have such devoted fans.
I think so too. We've covered so much already, from their striking appearance and fascinating history to their unique temperament and specific care requirements. But there's one more thing I want to touch on before we wrap up:
Okay.
the importance of responsible ownership.
Yes, let's talk about that. As we've been discussing, the Cane Corso is not the right breed for everyone. They require a certain level of experience and commitment.
Right.
It's crucial that potential owners fully understand the responsibility involved.
You're absolutely right. Owning a Cane Corso means being aware of their strength and protective instincts and taking the necessary steps to ensure they are well trained and properly socialized. It also means being a responsible member of your community, recognizing that some people might be intimidated by your dog's size and appearance.
So it's about being proactive, educating yourself, and advocating for your dog in a way that promotes positive interactions, and understanding that's something we can all strive for no matter what breed we share our lives with.
Well said. Responsible ownership goes beyond just following the rules. It's about building a strong bond with your dog and being an advocate for their well-being in every aspect of their lives.
I couldn't agree more so. As we wrap up this part of our deep dive into the world of the Chestnut Brindle Cane Corso,
Yeah.
what's the one takeaway you'd like to leave our listener with?
I think the most important thing to remember is that the Cane Corso is a powerful breed, both physically and emotionally. They're capable of forming incredible bonds with their humans, but they also need a dedicated owner who can provide them with the structure, guidance, and love they need to thrive.
That's a great way to sum it up. It's about recognizing their potential, embracing their unique qualities, and committing to being the best possible partner for this extraordinary breed. We've covered a lot of ground today, from their history and temperament to their care needs and the importance of responsible ownership. But I have a feeling our exploration of the Chestnut Brindle Cane Corso isn't over yet. It's amazing how the more we learn about something, the more we realize there's still so much more to uncover.
Right.
And I think that's especially true with a breed as complex and fascinating as the Cane Corso.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? What other interesting areas might our listener want to explore?
Well, one really interesting thing is how the perception of the Cane Corso is changing.
Oh, okay.
We've talked about their historical role as guard dogs.
Right.
But more and more people are discovering their softer side,
Okay.
their potential as therapy dogs,
Interesting.
or simply as gentle giants within a family.
That's so true. It
Yeah.
really challenges the stereotype, showing that even a breed with such strong guarding instincts, can have this incredibly nurturing and empathetic side.
Exactly.
I bet there are some amazing stories out there about Cane Corsos doing incredible things in those roles.
Absolutely. And I think that's a fantastic avenue for further exploration.
Yeah.
Seek out those stories.
Yeah.
Connect with owners who have experience with Cane Corsos in therapy work, or even reach out to organizations that train them for those roles.
Right.
You might be surprised by what you discover.
What a great idea. It's a good reminder that labels can be so limiting,
Yeah.
and that every dog, regardless of breed, has the potential to be something truly special.
Absolutely.
We've talked a lot about the responsibilities of owning a Cane Corso,
Right.
but I'd love to end on a positive note.
Sure.
What are some of the unique joys and rewards that come from sharing your life with this breed?
Oh, there are so many.
Yeah.
Their loyalty is truly unmatched.
Mm.
They become such a deeply integrated part of your family.
Yeah.
And even with their size and strength, they can be incredibly gentle and affectionate.
Okay.
They have this incredible way of making you feel safe and loved all at the same time.
Wow.
Plus, they have such goofy personalities.
Yeah.
They're always up for an adventure. They love to play,
Hmm.
and they'll keep you entertained for years to come.
It sounds like such a special bond,
It is.
full of laughter, loyalty, and love.
Absolutely. And that
Yeah.
bond is built on mutual understanding and respect.
All right.
The Cane Corso thrives on connection, and in return, they offer a level of devotion that's truly heartwarming to witness.
Well, I think we've officially reached the bottom of this deep dive.
I think so.
We've explored the history, temperament, care needs,
Yeah.
myths, and realities of welcoming a Chestnut Brindle Cane Corso into your life.
Mhm.
And, of course, those incredible rewards.
For sure.
We've covered a lot of ground,
We have.
but as always, the journey of learning never truly ends.
Never.
There's a wealth of information out there.
Right?
Books, articles, online communities, all dedicated to this remarkable breed.
Yeah.
And honestly, the best way to truly understand the Cane Corso is to connect with them, to experience their unique energy and spirit firsthand.
I agree.
So, to our listener, we encourage you to keep exploring,
Yeah,
keep asking questions,
absolutely.
and stay open to the possibilities that come with sharing your life with one of these amazing dogs.
I agree.
Who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one sharing your Cane Corso story with the world.
And when you do, we'll be here ready to dive into another fascinating deep dive with you.
Until then, happy learning, and thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.